This is a short introductory video to Dylomo software, free online software for making interactive logic models online. This is what Dylomo software looks like. You can see we have a nice big canvas on which to build our logic model. We've also built some sample ones for you, so let's go up here to load a sample, and we'll click on this one to load the Youth Clinic logic model. We see this logic model in our dynamic mode, where the different boxes on the logic model are shown around the canvas, linked by arrows, which represent the if-then logic of your logic model, and the categories are different colors. So we have green for input, purple for activity, blue for output, and orange for outcome. You'll also be able to add different categories and customize their colors. If you don't like the dynamic mode, we can click over here to switch to static mode, and this shows you the logic model in a more traditional structure with columns for different types of elements. Another feature of Dylomo is the hover mode, and we just go over to the toolbar over here and click on this little arrow to enable the hover mode. And when we do that, it allows us to hover over an element, and everything that's not connected to that element grays out in the background. So it allows us to focus on the line of logic related to the element you're hovering over. So we can look at this input and all the things that it leads to. When you take your cursor off of the element, it will return to everything being in full color. You can hover over any type of element. So we could hover over an activity and see what it's linked to. We can hover over an output and see what it's linked to. And we can hover over outcomes or any other category type that you create. Now we can go up here and create our own logic model. So just click there and type in a name for your logic model and type in a description, any notes you want to type in there. And then we can go to add categories. So if you click here, you'll see the preloaded types of categories. But let's say you wanted a different category type. You can create one. So here, let's say we wanted to include environmental factors on our logic model. So we could type that in as a category. We pick a color for it, and we click the little plus sign to add it. And now we have an environmental factor category. This takes us to creating an actual item or a new element. So here, let's say we're making an input. We'll call it input number 1. Oh, whoops, we forgot to pick the category. So you make sure you click here, you pick from your list of categories, you add it, and now here it is on your canvas. We go back to the toolbar, create another element. Let's say we're going to add an activity. Here we go, call it activity 1. Remember to select our category and add that. Now both of these items are on our canvas. I'm going to switch it to the static mode so that our inputs come before our activities, and I'm going to add a relationship. Simply right click when you're on the box you want to start the arrow, pick the type of relationship you want, and click the subsequent box, and that adds your arrow. Then you can just continue to do that to build out your full logic model. So this has been a short introduction to Dylomo software. We hope you'll go to dylomo.com and check it out for yourself. Thank you.